But to date, I can see how, if I have not seen the vision, if I have not seen the end game, I don't touch.
For real?
To date. But once I have seen the end game,
no one's stopping you,
and the vision, it doesn't matter what comes in the way. So this particular one, what he did not realize is that let's first gauge the change, because first term, half term, I had packed my everything.
You're out.
I am. I know. What I know is that I'm not coming back. That one I know. So my mom is like, you seem to have carried your everything, but you're coming back. It's just half term. And I'm like, let's just carry everything. When we get home, I will explain. I stayed home that entire year.
Oh, because fees had been paid.
And my dad was like, there is no way we're looking for another school to go and pay another first year school fees. Well, we've paid that. What is so wrong about the school? I mean, just do the year. Let's meet halfway. And we get you what you want. I wanted a day school. And I had said to them, I want to go to school, come back home. I hadn't gotten used to,
It's too radical of a change.
It was, no. But this is not how we're going to do, no. And I mean, from Nanyuki straight to this, and my parents are gone where? No way. What I know is that I'm not going to do school this way.
Yes.
That one I knew. So my mom tried to speak to me and I was like, no, mom, I am not going to a boarding school, whatever kind of a boarding school. It doesn't matter.
Yes. How good?
My communication is that no matter how good the boarding school is, that one I am not doing. I am going to school and coming back home. That's the schooling I'm doing for my high school. I think by second term, my mom had really seen
this one, she's not going.
For sure.
So you didn't go back?
I didn't go back, and I homeschooled myself. I would homeschool. I would wake up. My siblings go to their schools, and I sit and I homeschool. Yeah, I do my homeschooling. And my dad is like, is this girl serious? Instead of going to, like, what's so wrong with the school? And I'm like, no. So
like when I hear your story from an outside perspective,
yeah,
I'm seeing, and I say this in a beautiful way, you were cocooned,
yes,
within the love in your home,
very close.
And then now add that whole aspect of the cocooning of Nanyuki. You get?
Oh my Richie, you got it right. Yeah, you're in this close-knit family, and then the environment you're growing up in.
You're heaven on earth, you.
Let me tell you, the bubble has not yet burst of the realities of life, And so I see how they would have, but then I wonder, even when I see how they would have probably let us a little bit, you wonder how, where. That environment it wasn't possible. Whether it's the city, whether it's the schools, they
already left you as much as you get.
Exactly, yes, to go and come back. And so it was just time to burst the bubble and adapt to the city. So what they did as they were, now the other problem came in. They were getting all these good day schools. Not to say that I didn't go to a good day school. They were getting all these good day schools. But the condition was, I was not going to join Form 2. What exam
has she done?
None. Even, they cannot take you to Form 2 with Form 1 half-term results. You didn't even complete
Form 1.
First term.
Yes.
And now you're going to Form 2. And so my parents would talk to me You see the reality of the matter. And I say to my parents, that's their reality.
Wow.
That's not my reality. As far as I'm concerned, I have gone through the entire curriculum for Form 1. And so my parents are like, and who gauged you? Who gauged,
Who took you?
who gave you exams, or how did you gauge yourself? I know I did. I have the books. I have all the books. And I have gauged myself. And I know I'm going to Form 2. I'm not repeating. Repeating? You've not even done Form 1. So finally, this one teacher sits with me. And we have a conversation.
Uh-huh.
And she says, I will take you in Form 2.
Wow.
And she was my class teacher. And she was my class teacher from Form 2 to Form 4. And when I went to get my results, she said to me, I have several scholarships for you. Because I had told her the day she gauged me in Form 2, when we had that conversation, I said to her, I'm very clear I don't want to do boarding school. I'm very clear I don't want to do Form 1 again because I have already studied everything I needed to study in Form 1. And my key reason for coming to high school, I want to go to university and study banking and finance as my major in my BCom. That was Form 2.
Wow, 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 wow. You know,
Form 2.
me, I'm like, even before we get to your Form 2, you are so mature
Yeah.
that you got the books,
Yes.
you taught yourself.
Yes.
This is in Form 1.
Form 1. I've never been to high school, but I knew I wasn't doing
Then
boarding.
also you are so focused.
Yeah.
You know that focus, that your strong-willed isn't haphazard. It doesn't come from, yes.
No.
It's from a vision. It's
Yes.
from an end goal.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the thing.
That's the thing. And I normally, to date, like I can tell, at that time it looked like stubbornness or lack of discipline or whatever it is that you want to call it, because you're not doing what you're meant to do, you're being told to do. But to date, I can see how, if I have not seen the vision, if I have not seen the end game, I don't touch.
For real.
To date. But once I have seen the end game,
No one's stopping you.
and the vision, it doesn't matter what comes in the way. That's where we're headed, whether it's me alone or with a team, as long as I have that end goal. So I say to my teacher, I'm coming into this school because I want to go to uni, major in banking and finance,
This is insane.
and do my bachelor's of commerce.
Also, I really give you, as much as you said your mom was a disciplinarian,
Yeah.
they didn't put you in uni. They listened.
They listened.
You get what I mean?
And they not only listened, because remember, this entire Form 1 year, everyone is going where they're supposed to go. My mom is left at home with me, doing her duties as usual. And she would support me, have my breakfast, study, she'd talk to me, pray for me, wondering what happened to my firstborn. Why is she refusing to go to this school? And now my mom was the in-between. My dad has said, we're not paying another high school. We've already paid one. She needs to complete there, then we take her where she wants to.
And your grandmom is in the house.
And my grandma is in the house, unwell.
Where?
And my grandma saw quite a bit. But let me also say that, because I remember when now I cleared, anyway, my mom really supported me. And what I learned from my mom at that particular time is how to balance the authority and those who need to abide by this authority, how to play that balance. She did such an incredible job. When looking back, I'm like, would I have done an incredible job like she did? Because she was listening to her husband. She did not deviate from what her authority and the authority of the home said. And she did not try to, work in. He has said that, he has said that. And what that did for me, I truly knew who says in the house. I truly knew who says what gets to be done in the house. It also taught me that I can't have my cake and eat it. There's always a price to pay for something.
Wow.
There's always a price to pay for something.
Did this season affect you and your dad?
No.
So he'd come home, he'd find you.
He'd come home, he'd find me, he'd ask me how my day was. What are you studying? Once in a while, he'd ask whether I have rethought my decision as the months passed by. And I said, I still have my mind made up. I want to go to a day school. Sometimes he'd ask me, do you know what day school you want to go to? And I would say, the school that will allow me to go into Form 2.
Hey, you are a strong one.
And people have gone to school. People have gone where they were meant to go. I didn't go. I'm home. And people in the estate, my family members, everyone is wondering. Everyone is talking. How come she's not going to school? Other students in the estate are also wondering. Like, people talk about where they go to school. That's how these other children are socializing. And I'm there. I don't go to school. I study at home. And but I knew what I want. That's the other thing, that when you truly know what you're called for, stand for it. Stand for what you truly believe in. Because I wasn't standing for what I believed in a selfish manner. I knew what I was going for. I knew the boarding school environment was not going to give me the results I wanted. And I wasn't going to do it to please my parents.
Wow.
I wasn't going to lie to them and to do it to please them. I was being the authentic person that they brought up. It was a tough year for everyone, even my own siblings. Because at some time they were like, so you don't go to school? What's the story? Like, how can you, what is this about?
But for me, you're such a David. You're such a, years later, 2025, what you've done is totally understandable. There's lingers to it. Yes, you're divergent. You know what I mean? You're even sometimes in the case, boarding school didn't work for some special needs students.
Exactly.
You get?
Yeah.
At that time, it was a one slice fits all.
Exactly.
There's no...
It was very clear.
But for you to stand out, you're going left when everyone is going right.
Exactly. Yeah. Comfortable, a whole year, done. Then this one teacher says, okay.
And when you say she was your teacher for the whole time?
From 2, she was the class teacher.
Oh.
So we moved with her. So she was the class teacher in my class, Form 2. The class teacher, Form 3. Class teacher, Form 4.
But she sounds like she played such a pivotal role for you in that school.
She really did. And So when we went, she had a very lengthy conversation with my mom. And they used to have all these conversations through and through and through. So in high school, my mom and dad kind of switched roles. While my dad would drop me once in a while, my mom took charge. As a teenager, it was tough with my mom. We started fighting because I was really trying to chart my path. And my mom is in my business, like the school gate is open and she's right there. And I'm like, Mom, like you have to be here right on time. Why? Because my other classmates, this is the time they are mingling and they are,
Oh, so you're upset.
Of course.
You're not giving
you're not giving me time. And then on the weekends, she didn't give me time to discover town, to go, like she was just in my business everywhere. And she was like, you refuse to go to boarding school, so I have to take care of you now. And so we did high school, me, my mom, and my class teacher. My class teacher would literally hand me over to my mom.